Welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into some unconventional experiments. Harry waved the lampshade like a mini superhero, chased the monster, dashed into the hallway, where it lost its marbles. The monster chased Harry, nearly pushing him off stairs, but luckily, Victor appeared like a superhero in time. Victor caught Harry, the monster pounced. In the tussle, Victor smashed it with a fire extinguisher. Finally, they took care of the hair-raising monster, but little did they know it would go haywire, prompting a full-blown screaming match between Harry and Victor. Just then, a wealthy brat popped up, interrupting their yelling match, intrigued by Victor's resurrection technology. His family ranks top 3 in wealth, willing to fund their crazy research and giving Victor a wild idea. Harry felt things were spiraling out of control, thinking it was a humanitarian experiment, but crazy Victor was like, nah. Victor dreamed of resurrecting the person in his heart. Laura, still traumatized by Royal College, reminded Harry. He urged Harry to stop Victor's crazy plans, bringing back the dead as normal, and as a friend, he wanted to save him from going astray. But when Victor's dad found out, he was on fire, charging in to lecture Victor about the importance of real education. All he cared about was fancy degrees, not his actual talent, and Harry saw a little bunny crushed by authority in Victor. Thus, Harry decided to help Victor fulfill his dream of creating life, pointing out the monster's previous flaw. It was running on empty. To create such a massive life form, ordinary power just wouldn't cut it. They both thought about harnessing the mighty force of nature, but normal humans can't handle that much voltage. Harry had a bright idea. Let's give this person 2 hearts and 2 lungs. And just like that, they sipped drinks while feverishly altering designs on paper. The plan came together in no time. Victor was all set to experiment tonight, but Harry chimed in that he had a date at Laura's party. Victor put on a brave face and agreed, but deep down, he was a bit sad at why waste time on silly romance. That night, Harry and Laura grew close at the party, reaping love and success. Returning chipper next day, he found cops swarming Victor's house. Turns out, Victor was being eyed by detectives for stealing animal organs and using missing persons for experiments. So Harry went rogue and snuck in through the back door. Once Victor saw Harry had returned, he was fuming and hastily cleaning up, yelling for Harry to get out. In the chaos, Harry accidentally opened a freezer, and a frozen corpse popped out like a magic trick, making him jump. Victor explained it was just an old patient who died from drugs, and joked, "No waste here, just recycling." Harry was too shocked to respond, and just then, the detective stormed into the lab, aiming to catch this crazy. Victor shot back, "Your wife died of cancer. Don't you want to bring her back?" The detective just stared, unimpressed. Wanting to end up in jail, Victor swiftly shoved the detective into rotating gear. Now he wasn't just dead. He was broken. The 2 escaped via the underground chamber to the rich kids, learning they hurt a cop. The rich brat sent them to his hidden castle for more tests, but Harry reconsidered. Harry doubted Victor's deceit, finally saying it was time to part amicably. But being a mad scientist, Victor was obsessed with creating life. No way was he backing down. He hopped into a carriage with Flair and left. Seeing that Harry was useless to him, the rich kid plotted to take him out. Resurrecting humans was big business. All he wanted was to strike it rich and not let anyone else in on the secret, ordering his henchmen to dump Harry in the river to drown. Luckily, Harry had learned escape tricks at the circus, keeping him alive. He ended up at Laura's place for a cozy nap, waking up to find Victor's pocket watch lying around. Checking the watch, he saw the name Henry, making him recall Victor's backstory. When Victor was 10, he invited his brother out on a snowy day, but they ended up caught in a blizzard. He was stuck outside, and the next day, although Victor was saved, his brother lost his life. From then on, Victor abandoned faith, diving into life creation science to ease his guilt and pain. He hoped one day to create life to return to his brother, and this truth hit Harry right in the feels. Once a jester, he was changed by Victor, and as a friend, he decided to go tell Victor. After the experiment, the rich kid would kill him. Laura, wanting to stop it, saw Harry was resolute and joined him. Upon reaching Victor's lab, they found the way ahead blocked by the rich kid. Laura pretended to ask for directions, distracting the guards while Harry bravely charged toward the castle. But the drawbridge was closed, so he had no choice but to climb slowly up the cliff. Finally, he made it to the castle, where the skies were thunder and lightning, and Victor was making his final wires-covered monster, awaiting lightning strike. Everyone hustled. Rich kids stepped in as foremen. is successful. Everyone could be immortal, a lucrative deal for the rich brat. Harry slipped away from the crowd, sneaking in to find Victor and spill the beans about the rich kid's plan, hoping to. But Victor, about to complete his creation, cared not. It was for paying back his brother, not science. Ed waited too long for this moment, and as the creature stirred to life, Victor wore a proud smile, but no one noticed that something was off.